When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense will take the field first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Klubnik. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The quarterback may change this route. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And Defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack it? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try the run. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Caught in the backfield. It's Weatherspoon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for room. It's Randall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Snagged out of the air. Oh, the quick spin move. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting this defense on alert early.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Over the middle, it's Rivers. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That play won't make the highlight reel, except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
They'll pull it on the read. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. There he goes. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Finds his tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Running back searching for a hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You can tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for once.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Tight end trying to get in. no step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's King. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Haynes. And the seam on the back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to East Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. That's reeled in, it's Moore. He got loose, almost ousted, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder than penetrating through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Finds his man. It's Moore. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the back. Looking to throw again. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tiger. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Number 81, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Georgia Tech had great moments a season ago. Now to look for consistency, and to do that, Brent Key has certainly bolstered the talent on this roster.
He has, and one thing Brent Key is always preaching is physicality and dominance, especially in the trenches. So that's an area, David, I expect Georgia Tech once again to be really good.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch them, their offense really evolve, and they've done a great job with blending different types of offense with a running quarterback, and it's a fun offense to watch.
Scanning the field, it's King. Flips it out in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on third down. Here comes the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Give to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Change now on second and long.
42 Spider. 4-2.
On the run, it's Hayes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the...
Turning it on! The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
And he's all close to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. Coming out with it, it's Hosley. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the 1st half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be...
And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to kick it off.
Running to Green.
The return is tackled down at the 31, and the Clemson offense will take over.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. They want to run this quarterback. Picks up what he can and then slides.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught close to the marker. It's Smith. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Off play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air. It's Klubnik. And it's caught! Touchdown, Clemson! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going. Here we go.
The 17.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer than they were able to.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fired. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, this defense hasn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The run to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Haynes. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Looking for a man. It's King. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So 1st down will open up the final period. Power football with the run. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just...
There he goes! Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Here comes the offense on second down. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to pass. There's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Yellow Jackets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Hosley. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Oh, they're after him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And this one is perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Tripped up for the tackle.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Hosley. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn every...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. We'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to